Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Vuskeen, aka Fatback Jackson. Ooh, with Big Dog, Chucky Russell in the building.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
And we got a special guest, man. Came up the road to see us today, man. All the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. We got my dog, Gravel, in the building.
Woohoo!
What up, Gravel?
What's going on, man? Thanks
What's
for
up,
having
my
me.
man?
This is great.
I appreciate you taking time out your day, man, to come down and be a part of the cookout, man.
Yeah, I love it. Got a tour of Middletown
Yeah,
earlier.
I take you around the town, man.
Yeah, it was really cool. Saw all the spots.
Yeah,
Douglas
man,
Park
Around,
and-
yep, Douglas Park. I took him by the stadium. Got to see the stadium,
Yep.
even though we were been struggling the last couple years, man. You know, we gonna try to redeem ourselves this year, man.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of kids coming up now, though. You know what I mean? We might have it in the next couple years.
Yeah, man.
Best of luck.
Yeah, and he was telling me that his little brother played for Lakota, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know that was one of our, you know what I mean,
That's our
Lakota East,
rivals.
Lakota West, you know what I mean, rivals, man.
You know?
But I think the last couple years they put the beats on us, so you know what I mean. Like I said, Gravel, man, I appreciate you for coming down, bro.
Sure.
What we do at the cookout, man. We gonna get to what you're doing now, which is some really cool, dope stuff. But we want to get to where it all started at for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how was a young Gravel coming up?
Honestly, just a big fan of music, and I love music. You know, tried to rap, just did it with friends for fun and stuff, and it was like it's too saturated to try to become a rapper. I
Right.
thought at least. So like,
Yeah.
how can I still contribute to something that I love, and
Uh-huh.
kind of figured out ways like try to be like a manager for an artist, or you know, I just ended up falling in love with like interviewing people, kind of like what you guys do. You
Uh-huh.
kind of sit back and see a new side to these artists and really give them a platform to move on and do bigger things. So
Right.
it's kind of how it all came together. Yeah.
So what was you said you know what I mean, you was into hip hop early. So what was like a young Gravel listening to, man? Because you know you're a little bit younger than us, so I don't know if you came up on some of the stuff we came up on.
Honestly, like my top all time is Kanye West. I mean, so like anything he was doing, I loved Jeezy. For some reason, somehow gravitated to young Jeezy the first time I seen that shit on TV. I was like, whoa, like, this dude's cool. Like, see stuff like Common and Lupe Fiasco, and you were talking earlier off camera, a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so a lot of stuff like that. Whatever was hot at the time.
Right. Me and my homie, man, we came up on a lot of old school stuff, man. And I feel like that's what make you rounded. You know what I mean? Like, plus us being from Ohio. Ohio is like, we really didn't have too many, you know, of our own rappers. So we like gravitated to a little bit of everything, man. Down south, East Coast, West Coast, you know what I mean? So it was dope. It was dope coming from Ohio.
Yeah,
It was dope.
Yeah, for the fact that like with us, our age and stuff like that, we kind of right in the middle. Like, you know, we grew up in the mid to late. I mean, we was born in the mid to late '80s, so we saw the '90s. We lived that whole era. Like, we was actually alive when Tupac was actually making music. You know what I mean?
See, yeah,
and to see the elevation of where it was then to what it is now is just crazy.
Right.
Like, hip hop has came a long way. Like, as far as the sound and stuff. Like, you know, the era we grew up in, New York rap was boom bap. Now it's more drill. You know, like everybody like you got some New York sounds that's got a little South in it. You know. And then a lot of people, they got their own content. Like, a lot of them now, like, they more free now because they can pretty much say whatever they want to say. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that now because, you know, with the feds and all that stuff, they trying to use them words what you say against you. So you gotta literally watch what you say now.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can just be affiliated with something.
You start looking into your shit. Like, yeah.
You be like, man, I don't do none of this stuff. I'm the rapper, but your homeboy went and shot up the party, and you know what I mean? And
you know something.
Yeah.
They see you in they seen you in the Instagram picture with the dude. You know what I'm saying? So they automatically affiliate you with him. Like,
Right.
so if he
Too
doing it,
easy.
you was there with him.
Right.
You know.
Too easy.
It's cold. It's
That's why
cold,
social
man.
media sometimes it could be the devil. Like, and you could just be out chilling. You know what I mean? Doing nothing.
Right.
But you might take a picture, and then in that picture, you might not know. It might be somebody in there that's doing something you don't even know, but he in the picture with you.
Right.
Isn't that what happened to Pop Smoke? He posted like an Instagram
Yeah,
story and
yeah.
it had his
It
address on
had
the
his
back.
address.
Yeah, you got that, and then you got to worry about
Yeah.
you got to worry about
You
going to
gotta-
jail,
yeah.
being a rapper. It's rough. You got to worry about going to jail. You have to worry about somebody find out your location. They want
Extortion.
to shoot you. Extortion. It's oh man, women. You got to watch the women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He touched me. He took it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my
I'll handle the
gosh.
podcast. Yo.
Right.
I said, like, I'd rather
It's
stay.
rough being a rapper,
I
man.
stay behind the board as a beat maker, as a producer. That's what I do.
Right. You said you tried to manage, man. Like, how did that go, man?
It went pretty well, but I mean, unless you're really like ready to do it and really
Right.
get like a talent that's you can really make some money behind and
Right.
really guide in a positive direction. So it's got a little too much, and then I'd rather at that point I was just like I want to work with like more than one artist. I want to work with a bunch of people, and that way when like I interview people, I can learn their stories, like
Right.
and it's a bunch of
Right.
different people around. So I kind of just
Right.
I wouldn't be opposed to managing or anything in the
Right.
future, but
I always used to say, like, managing, I just feel like, I don't know, like, if you get that artist that's, like, really, really needy, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
yeah, then you're putting your reputation on that artist as well too. And
Right.
it's like if they fuck up, then it looks bad on you ultimately, and that's not good.
Right. We spoke a little bit off camera when we was riding through the town, and you was telling us about that you grew up in the Clifton area. That's where you were born.
Born over there, and then lived in St. Bernard
St.
for
Bernard.
a bit, and then went to like school out in Westchester.
Westchester. Okay.
Yeah,
So where is St. Bernard? Like, what part of?
it's like right. It's like literally like right in the middle of the city. Like they're their own. I think like city within the city, kind of. It's like by Avondale. And,
Okay.
Yeah, over that
Yeah,
way.
we kinda-
Elmwood and Carthage.
When I go down there, I just be like, we kind of be like, okay, you got.
Exit 6.
Yeah, you got. We go by exits, or then we be like the zoo exit, and then we be like downtown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
Paddock.
we go paddock, the zoo exit, and then downtown.
Yeah, Mitchell exit. That's exactly where it is.
Yeah.
You get off there, take a left. It's right there.
Alright.
The Dairy Queen.
And what y'all gonna do, man? We got this food right here, man. Somebody gonna dig in, man. People who want to be divas on the camera don't.
Oh,
Well, you
God.
know me.
Okay.
I like to
Yeah, man,
smoke
get
before
yourself
I
some
eat.
Texas,
I ain't no diva. Come on, man.
good quesadillas,
You know me. I gotta smoke to get an appetite.
I was telling him we have a lot of people come by and they don't necessarily want to eat on the camera. You know what I mean? Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to eat on the camera, man. So
I don't care about that. I always
Who
eat.
cares? Everybody eats.
right, it's mainly the girls. The girls will come on the show and they kind of wait. I think they be looking at the food like, oh man, I got. And then they get to that last moment. They like, oh, I just got to take something. I just have to.
Their stomach be growling.
So, like I said, you came a long way from that journey, man, and then you started something really dope, man. I want to shout you out for that, and that's the Donuts and Alcohol. I don't want to just call it just a podcast because y'all do like so much more. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole movement. So
I appreciate that. For sure.
So, like, how did that whole thing even like come about? Like, how was that dream even thought of?
Well, I guess it started back when we were in college at Hocking College. It's like right next to OU.
Okay.
In a little town called Nelsonville. I don't know. They had a really cool music program, so I was like, I'm about to go there, kind of get myself out of Cincinnati for a little bit, you know. That way I can really focus on things. Went out there and kind of learned the whole artist development thing, and we had this thing called Sessions from Studio A or something like that. I forget the name. But we would just have all these artists that were coming through to Athens. They would stop by and we'd interview them, and it was like a really cool, process. Everyone had their own role. Like we had someone behind the boards mixing it and making sure like all the levels were right. Then we had like a photography team, and then I would do the interviews for most of them. So kind of just did that, and then me and Chris, who's our engineer still at Timeless Recording Studios. Me and him just like linked up. There was one day where we locked ourselves in there for like 12 hours or so and like interviewed probably like 25 different artists, just like had them all come through, and it was something really cool. So when I got back to Cincinnati after I graduated, we kind of I wanted to do that because I was like throwing shows and stuff, and what's a better way to promote a show than to like interview the artist, especially at a local level, because like you throw that out there, no one really knows who that person is or if they can relate to them. So that was kind of my idea going forward. We ended up doing that, and we would, I think that's around the time I met you and Joey. Like, yeah, we would, we were crazy. We would just like rent out a place for a whole day or whatever and interview like 15 artists or whatever and get a bunch of content. So we did that for the first season, and we were just putting them out, and all of a sudden, like, people were fucking with it. Like, people I've never seen in my life were fucking with it on the internet and showing us hella love. So it was like, okay, I think we got something here. So, yeah, that kind of just started everything.
And then y'all kind of jumped to doing more things. Like, I seen the early stages, but then y'all started doing, like, the award shows and more shows and bigger shows. So, like, how did that come about, like, to take it to another level?
Well, like, at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've done the interviews, like, we've done them. We put out a bunch of them. We put out like 50 of them at that point. So it's like, how do we keep it going, Where's some new ideas? That's where like the award shows come together. Like I love the award shows.
Yeah.
Like I used to love watching like the Grammys or whatever. I used to get so invested as a kid. Like, oh, Kanye better win.
Right.
Better win album of the year. Oh fuck, it's back. So like I love that shit, and it's always just it's cool, man. Like people get invested, people get interested, and people are voting, and the award show, people vote on all that shit. We don't decide like who wins. So like it's just really who's out here, who's got voters, who's who are people really fucking with. So that was cool. And we have some like ciphers and performances during them. Just something really cool, like a night of hip hop for Cincinnati. Like,
Right.
And then as far as throwing shows, like I feel like that's the best way to really get to know an artist is like a live show. Put together like curate like a really cool lineup and get people out.
Right. And interviewing them. Because sometimes you got to get people like really sitting down comfortable in their space to kind of like really tell you. Sometimes you might meet a person just for like a couple minutes, and when see them perform, you might be like, oh man, this guy seemed like he might be an asshole. But then when you get that interview and they really get to open up, you know what I mean? So I think it's dope, like how y'all do the shows and y'all do the interview and, and all that cool stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's for some of these artists that we're like interviewing them, it's like their first real like interview. So it's like, if anything, we want to kind of put some of these like younger artists in their first position of like doing like a, professional interview. And that way when they go to like bigger platforms and stuff, they're not sitting there like a deer in the headlights.
Right.
And, just kind of like a little practice thing, or something cool for Cincinnati.
Right, but also bigging the Cincinnati artists up too, man. Like, because some, like you said, some guys they probably haven't been interviewed before. You know what I mean? So when you give somebody that interview and it's a good interview and you make them feel special, that just boosts their confidence up. You know what I mean? So they can keep putting out great music and stuff like that. But now I know probably the bad side of that is like doing the award shows is I know you probably get a lot of hate from certain people. They like, why wasn't I even nominated? I put out, I had 5-6 projects come out this year and a couple singles and did this. And so how do you like, you know what I mean? How do you?
That's just a matter of some people just not staying in their own bubble and not listening to everything. Like, I mean, you as an artist, that's what you're supposed to do, but trust me, it's other people out there that's doing their thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just you. Like, I mean, of course, you're supposed to have confidence in yourself, but
Right.
that should just put, like, as an artist, that should push me to work even harder.
The following year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just it was silly. Like I got so much hate over the years just from people and everything, just especially around the award season. Like people have never checked out our like show or anything, and I'm hearing from them like, bro, like what? Like we put out like a whole we put out like a nomination consideration. So like people fill that out and who they think, and then we look at that, and based on if we see like someone's name pop up a bunch, we're like, okay, you're obviously enough people fuck with you. We're gonna nominate you. So it's like you're finding out like 10 days after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's goofy, and at a certain point, I'm just like, who cares? This isn't the Grammys. It's just something fun.
Right.
Like,
But you know that you're doing your job though, because there's people that's like, well, how come I wasn't nominated for Donuts and Alcohol? So
yeah, But it's a shitty. It's a shitty show. Like, I'm like, okay, you got to choose one or the other.
That's how I always been, man. Like you said, they never checked you out. What we're trying to do here in Moneytown, Ohio, we trying to, build some culture here. You know what I mean? Like I said, we always had to go to Dayton or Cincinnati, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? We right in the middle, so that's our, our right there on the cuff. But we want to try to build some culture here too. You know what I mean? And it's people that want to come and they want to take, but they don't want to help just a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've never seen you share a clip of the show, and we put out numerous clips. You know what I mean? You never put up any posts and say, you know what I'm saying, I like what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's that small because we watching y'all and we're sharing your stuff. We're listening to your stuff, and we want that same love in return.
It don't even take that long to do it. All you have to click share, boom, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. But at a certain point, it's like you can't rely on other people. Like they're gonna share it if they share it. If they don't, then whatever. Like I'm gonna do something to make you share it at a certain point. And that's you just gotta keep going. And I mean, who cares?
Right.
Like how you gonna expect love if you don't give it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You expect what you. I mean, you supposed to give what you want. I mean, you supposed to like. What is it? What's the saying? Like, what you give is what you shall receive, or might be the other way around. I'm a little high, but anyway.
I think that's right.
But yeah, something like that though.
No, you're right. I know what you mean. It's the world we live in, man. Like Gravel was telling me, and I've heard this from a lot of people before. It's about staying consistent. You stay consistent, they have to see you.
Yeah.
Right.
They have to see you. They're gonna see you, even if they don't want to, acknowledge what you're doing. They have to see it. You have to see us every week.
Yep. Every week.
You have to see us every week.
You see some kind of post about this every week.
So
you're not going anywhere, people.
No, man. Like, and it's hard. It's hard to stay consistent.
Yeah.
You figure that out once you start. Because I've seen so many podcasts, their shows come and go, and it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're really down, you'll keep it going, and like you take your breaks and stuff. Like, don't oversaturate, but
Sometimes
establish yourself.
It's about that grind. Like, it'd be certain days you'd be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, but you gotta get that devil out your head. Like, man, I don't want to do it. You just gotta do it. Just gotta do it because it's all gonna pay off. Hard work almost always pays off.
Right.
And consistency.
Just set some time aside to do it and say that's my time of the week. I'm gonna knock this out.
Right.
You feel a little better about yourself.
Right.
You're doing something positive and cool and something you really like doing.
But we all like to play a little bit too. So I want to know, just Gravel when he's not shooting or doing something for as far as the podcast. What does Gravel do to just chill out?
Dude, just to chill out.
What would be a perfect day for Gravel?
Ooh, man, I'd probably wake up, go up, visit my family, hang out with them, hang out with friends, smoke some weed, play some video games.
Oh, you ain't know he smoked?
I'll hit it. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
He just smoked before. He smoked before you got here, so he didn't know that he smoked.
I was fried,
didn't
bro.
know.
We was out
You
here.
know?
Gravel let me hit something. I don't know what that was. It was good, man.
I didn't.
Out of a was it Fonto leaf?
Fronto leaf, yeah.
Oh, man.
I thought it was a backwood at first.
Right.
I ain't seen no Fonto leaf in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, play some video games.
What you play?
A lot of sports shit, honestly.
Oh shit.
gearing up for the new Madden.
You
Bro.
old school then, man. I'm thinking because you younger than us. I thought you were gonna say like Call of Duty, Fortnite, because that's like what everybody
I
playing
like
now.
some war. Me and my friends will play Warzone every once in a while. That shit's pretty fun.
You ain't heard nobody say no sports games in a while. Like I
Nah,
play some
bro.
sports games.
I'm
Oh,
a
that
fucking-
was all I wanted.
I'm a nerd when it comes to that shit. I'll be doing the franchise and stuff. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
trying to
Always.
turn around teams that are trash and. But no, it's cool. And big shout out to the Bengals organization. I have season tickets
Yeah,
this year.
I was about to get to that
And
too.
they gave me a free Madden this year for being a season ticket holder. So I'm like, shout out the Bengals, man. Like,
What you think your boys gonna do, man?
we
They
winning
on
the
notice
division,
now. Last year they wasn't on notice. I mean,
Winning
nobody
the
wasn't
division.
expecting them.
at least.
He said his tickets was cheaper last year too.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they done
Raise them
everything.
tickets up.
Yeah,
they done raised the prices, but they got me. So like, I had them last year, and I can't quit now.
But one
Oh,
thing
yeah.
about the Bengals, though, I'm not a Bengal fan. I mean, I love for them and everything, but one thing about them, I can't say this though. They finally got culture.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they got a foundation. They got a quarterback that could be around for like the next 10+ years. You know, he got like everything,
Joey
like how they
B.
building a team. Like they was hard on the coach, but hey, you can't. Hey, he had to fizzle out some of that old regime so he can bring in this new regime.
Yeah, you can't judge a coach like based on a year, like especially he didn't have Joe the first year. Like,
Right.
come on. And then
Yeah.
Joe got hurt, and look what we did.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm super hype. I think Joe Burrow's fucking
Tell him what.
great dude.
Tell him what. Cookout featuring Louis right here.
Huh?
The
Louis
doggy.
Roman. As usual. Louis is usually in the building.
He gonna
But tell him what you are a fan of. Tell him what's your team.
my team,
America's team.
America's team.
Oh, come
Cowboys.
on. No, come on.
Cowboy, and I think we play the Bengals
Week
this year.
2
Yes.
in Dallas.
Yeah.
In Dallas.
I was
Yeah.
mad. I was
That'd
like,
be a
oh,
tough-
why wasn't they in Cincinnati?
That's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Cause we looking bad at receiver right now. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, but that's another story.
No, but yeah, that's one of those games. They're gonna be pissed off because the Cowboys kind of underperformed last year,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're gonna be angry.
It's gonna be an interesting season though. Like I for real, like just being an Ohioan, like if my Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl, I like to see the Bengals win the Super Bowl because I'm
We
just
got to come on.
just to
The first one.
pick up the state, you know, like Ohio. Like that's why I love Ohio State. You know, like I love.
I'm not a big OSU guy.
What?
I don't hate them, but I used to like them.
Right.
I don't know. They just played my boy Jim Tressel too
Oh, yeah.
hard.
They play old man Maurice.
Come
Jim
on.
Tressel. Old Jim Tressel, man.
He's the man.
Yeah, man.
They
Jim Tressel.
made him take the
It
bullet.
wasn't nothing he was doing that nobody else was doing. You know what I mean? Only problem is, I guess, what he was doing, he didn't hide it as much as what the other coaches was doing.
Sad.
Right.
So yeah, I'm still a little salty over that.
Right. But back around to you, gaming. So do you watch a lot of TV?
Yeah, here and there. Yeah, just comedies, anything like live sports. I like watching wrestling and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like that shit's fun.
I was watching wrestling the other day. We went to my sister's in Georgia, and she had Peacock. And
Oh,
Peacock
yeah.
has like everything on there, all the WrestleManias, SummerSlams, everything.
That's like a kid in the candy
and
store.
me and my
Yeah.
shorty was watching it, and I seen something. I seen like I think it was like Shawn Michaels. It was old. He did something, and I said, man, that looked kind of real. And then as soon as I said that, he did a punch after that, and she was like, "No, this shit looks fake."
Some of the shit don't be connected, bro. Like there ain't no way around it.
It was just the time that I said it.
Yeah.
It was bad timing.
Yeah.
Because they just did like a fake,
oh,
like
shit.
a really fake.
I mean, like you can't fake. I mean, I'm about to fan out right now. You can't fake the Undertaker and Mankind Hell in a Cell match.
Nah,
Him throwing him off the cage and throwing him
Right.
choke slamming him through it. You can't fake that.
Right.
He said his teeth were all
Yeah,
up
his
in his
teeth
shit.
came out his nose. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't want to be the one to get thrown off of one themselves. They were tall.
They
super
legit
tall.
thought he died. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
was
scary.
it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, they've been doing the shows. I don't know if you watch them. They've been doing like the WWE biographies and then the rivals
oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, they just
Some cool
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I'll be watching those. So yeah.
So give me, right off the cuff, give me Gravel's top 5 movies. Or just 5 dope movies that Gravel likes.
Ooh, that's hard.
That's fucking so hard. Okay, first Scarface, obviously. I
Okay,
mean, that's the classic Rise and Fall. The one I saw recently that was pretty good. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Have you seen? Oh,
That sound different.
it's one of the best movies I've seen ever.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I saw. I live right next to a movie theater, so I've been seeing a bunch of
Okay,
movies.
okay.
Bullet Train. That shit.
You
Was
seen
pretty
that?
good. Yeah, it was.
I want to see that.
It was
The
pretty
previews
fun.
make me want to see that.
I
It
know.
was funny. It was action. It was all of that, and Bad Bunny's in it.
Oh yeah. That's what's up.
He killed it. Like he's funny.
So what was that? That was 3.
Oh God, more.
They don't gotta be like your favorites for all time. It's just
I think it's just what I've watched recently. Last night I watched Step Brothers. I hadn't seen that in a minute.
That's classic.
It's a classic.
That's classic. Funny.
Oh man, I don't know what else.
one of my favorite movies of all time is what's the one? Is it called Traffic, where everything, all the stuff is happening and it all like go into one thing?
Crash.
Crash.
I love that movie. Yeah,
Crash.
that's a
I
great
thought that movie was put together so nice.
I haven't seen it in forever, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I watched it as a kid. I wasn't even
Yeah,
supposed to
that
be
shit
watching the
was-
movie,
Yeah.
but it was crazy.
there's
I like movies like that.
Yeah.
Like I can say like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Forrest
one of
Gump was ill.
That was just
Forrest
one of
Gump,
those
yeah.
movies that if you just flip through the TV and it's on, no matter what part it's on, you can watch it.
Right.
Like Forrest Gump. Like,
People wouldn't think Chucky would say that he likes Forrest
yeah,
Gump.
I like Forrest Gump.
We're learning things. Oh, I saw. Have you seen Nope yet? The Jordan Peele.
No, I haven't seen that. No,
Yeah,
no.
I saw
no.
that. It was pretty good. It was weird. It was cool.
He-
It's like some
he a little
UFO
different.
Western type shit.
Uh,
It was
A
cool.
little different.
Kiki Palmer killed it.
yeah.
Doing her thing.
And then he had the one guy in there that was in this other movie, right? The Get Out.
Daniel. I forget
Yeah.
his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good
Yeah,
movie.
shout out to him, man. Shout out to Jordan Peele, man.
Yeah, I like
Chucky,
this.
man, I wanted to bring this up because I know you said that until your album dropped, you wasn't cutting your hair or cutting your face, so and you only a couple songs in, so it might be a while. You think you're gonna be able to hold out?
Yes.
You think you're gonna be able to hold out?
And first of all, I clarified that statement. I said, yeah, I wasn't cutting my hair. I'm gonna still line this up though. Don't get it twisted.
okay.
Don't get it twisted. Like, go back to the last episode and see what I said. I ain't contradicting myself. It's just right now my barber is on some other right now.
Okay.
I might have to find a new one.
You better hope he don't see this.
Hey,
No, he don't watch TV.
if
He don't do the internet.
He don't do internet. Man, this man
that's a
been cutting
real
my hair for
barber.
like 20 years. He don't watch. I don't even think he watched nothing on the internet. Nothing.
Right. That's a lot. The thing is, a lot of people, like I said, we still in our prime, and Gravel, you younger than us. I have a problem with people that want to just do everything the old way. Sometimes the old way, if that's what you know, that's fine. But it's 2022, man. Everything is different now. You gotta adapt to the times, bro. You have to adapt to the times, man.
I feel like the deadline was like 2016.
Uh-huh.
For that. Like you
Right.
should have been on by at least
Right.
then. Like at least open to it.
Like
Open to it.
my
like,
mom, like she's older. Like I don't want to put her age out there, but she's a little older. Like she had to adapt. Like at first she wasn't on tablets, internet, like the new phones. Like she had the flip phone for the longest.
Right. A lot of them
Like-
wasn't. A lot of yeah, they wasn't. Yeah.
But like you said, it was around like 2016, something like
yeah,
that.
you gotta get on board.
I got her a tablet. I got her on the computer. I had the computer, and then I just showed her the basics of how to get on the computer. Then all of a sudden, this ain't too bad. Start liking it. Now she got like 3-4 tablets at the house right now.
Right.
Like one go dead, she got two more on deck. Like
Right.
she stay on there.
Yeah, I was on everything early, man. My girl she was heavy when it came to that. Like she had the iPhone. She upgraded the iPhone every year.
Mm-hmm.
She upgraded to. I mean, she was getting she had the Amazon, like all those trinkets and stuff.
Yeah.
Amazon Echoes and,
Yep.
and all that stuff. And she was just
too.
on it.
See, I really don't go out to the malls or nothing. I do everything online.
See, I'm old school,
Yeah.
man. I don't know why I'm old school. Like I order some stuff
I got my
offline.
sizes.
But
know
I
my
still
sizes.
like to sometimes go have like a retail shopping day.
I know.
I
I love it so
understand.
much, but yeah, you can't. Like none of the cool shit is in the store.
No, it's not.
You gotta find the
Yeah,
little. There's
it's
cool
not.
little boutiques in Cincinnati and
Right.
like Covington and stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
So I get little stuff though. Like I might like when I go to Cincinnati, I always I go to corporate. Shout out to them. I go to corporate.
Corporate's a good spot.
I go to Unheard of. There's a couple other little like spots that I
Soul
go
by
to.
Style, I like them a lot.
I don't know if
That's
I've been
in-
there.
That's in Covington.
Oh, they go for sneakers.
Sneakers.
Yeah, I've been
and
wanting to get out
They've
there.
got some like cool like shirts and
Yeah.
hoodies and stuff too.
And then it's a couple. I can't remember this guy's name, man, but he's like a vintage guy, bruh. And Joey, shout out to Joey, STA Joey. He had him like open up. It's like in a warehouse. You go in this warehouse, and I want to say it's like off of what's that area where Camp Washington is at? Hopple. We get off on Hopple, and this guy got this warehouse that you would think nothing is gutted. And you go in there, you walk through like a dark hallway, and then you go up an elevator. It's like an old elevator, the one where you like the door swings open and it's got like a piece of
Jeez.
wood that you pull back. And I'm like, man, what is like we going to do a drug deal or something, man?
Right.
What's up? And he like, no, man, he got
Vintage.
everything. And then we just went in there and it's just a big warehouse,
That's crazy.
like miles and miles long of just vintage
The
clothing.
vintage spots there are cool too. Like there's a lot in OTR, like Rad OTR. Like they've got a bunch of cool stuff.
I've been there. I've been there
yeah.
before. But that's my days, man. I still like to go out and go shop, so I might get up, go to the grocery store, grab a few things that I might not even need. Just grab a few things, go shopping, grab like a T-shirt or just small little trinkets. I don't know, a pair of shoestrings or something. I just still got to get out and get active.
It gets expensive.
Yeah.
Especially when you like cool brands and shit.
I just
like,
can't. I
it's-
just can't just order. I don't like to just order all the brands and stuff like that off of
Because,
TV.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
Might not
I just
fit,
look, I look
might-
at it different. Like, man, only reason I do it for the most part is because 9 times out of 10, what I order, hardly nobody around me gonna have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's,
You know what
you
I'm
want
saying?
the
So, because I feel like
exclusivity.
everybody go to the mall. You know what I mean? 9 times you gonna see somebody with something in there that you bought.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather take my chance on the line.
Right. And Gravel, I see you came through with the fresh J's, man. So I can tell you,
Yeah.
are you a sneaker
I
guy?
have
Or,
a problem.
oh yeah.
yeah.
I think when I met you, you had on like some ill. Yeah, you had on some ill shit when I met you, man.
Yeah, problem with sneakers.
I don't know why I
but-
feel like it was so long ago, but I don't. I know you had on because I took a picture with you. I know you had on a Ohio Against the World jacket. This when I first met you, and I feel like you might have had on some Jordan 5s, like the black
Maybe.
metallic 5s or something
I've
like
got
that.
those, so maybe, yeah.
And see me, I'm a sneaker guy, man.
Yeah, you got the
I
sneaks
never,
on.
I never really cared about like clothing. I'll just give me like a cool T-shirt. But sneakers, I want all the sneakers, the best sneakers.
Because the shoe is the for real. It depends. I mean, if you got the right shoe, the shoe is the outfit.
The shoe is the glue. You know?
Yeah. Cause you could just have on some plain, you got some plain shit on, but if you got them kicks, they gonna be looking at them like,
Damn.
right, just like this.
Right. Right. And I know I got that same story of a lot of people saying like, I get them now because I couldn't get them back then and stuff like that. I used to get them then too. Like in high school.
That's 100% the case for me.
Yeah. In high school, my dad, he would always like at the beginning of the year, he would let like during the year he would let me just pick, you know what I mean, just certain things. But at the beginning of the year, I always got whatever the shoe was. Like that shoe of the that everybody was wanting for the summer and stuff like that. And it was different then. You know, you can go back to finish line and a pair of, I'm showing my age, a pair of Jordans gonna sit there for probably about at least like a month. Right. You can go back in there in a month and the patent leather bread will still be there.
I'm about to really show your age. I remember when you used to be able to get the Jordans out of the J.C. Penney catalog book.
I say East Bay.
Yeah, East Bay too. He used to keep, my man used to keep the East Bays, man.
Yes. I get them every
I wonder if you still got some of the old East Bays laying around.
Still got them.
I don't think I ever got anything out of them, but I would look at it every month. Like
I used to get some. Yeah, you would find like, because they had an East Bay book that come out. It's like a clearance book. Yeah. So everything in there on sale. And you'd be like, ooh. Yeah.
They'd have those ones with the spinners on them.
Yeah.
I forget what they were called.
Shit, whose shoe was that,
the
man?
Spreewells?
Yeah, Latrell Spreewell.
Yeah.
They had a spinner like on the back part.
Because he had the tire.
Yeah.
And he had the shoe. Was it N1?
No, I think it's his own shit.
Yeah, I think that was his own.
Just his own shoe?
It might have been N1, but I don't think N1 was on there. But I think they like sponsored it. Okay. Yeah, Gravel, you took us back with that one.
Yeah, those were just. I was like, all right, we're doing too much.
But it was tight though. Back then, somebody sitting there like, damn, tight, man.
They were doing too much at that point.
I remember when
that was the LeVar Ball shoe before LeVar Ball. That was the Baller brand.
I remember when for some reason I stayed with my aunt through the summer, and she told my dad that she would buy me, like, I'll get a school shoes this year. He been with me, been down here helping out, doing chores and stuff like that. And we went to J.C. Penney, and it was the year that what came out that year? Cool Gray. Mm-hmm. Cool Grays that came out that year, like the second time around or something like that. And I just knew I was about to get them because I had a small foot, so I was still in the kid size. You know what I mean? You got to think kid size back then was like $89, $99. Right. And then we went to J.C. Penney. I remember it like yesterday. We was in Tri-County. Went to J.C. Penney, and I was like, yeah, can I get the Cool Gray Jordan? You know what I'm saying? The dude was about to walk back and get them, and then she like looked at the price, and she's like $89.99. I only planned on spending like $50. Right. So that day I walked out of there with a pair of Nike Flights, man. Right. Which they was cool at that time, but they was like, they were kind of beefy. It was like a real beefy shoe.
You pray for them prices now, though.
Yeah, man. Oh my god.
$89.90 for some like legit
Jordans. They was $120 Jordan. Men's size was $129.99.
Yep, and then a kid, then like a smaller size be $89.99. Yep. But I tell people now, like sometimes for real, I don't even pay for Jordans now, and the reason why I say that is because I buy Jordans and it be ones that I think that I want and I don't want them, and then when a pair comes out that I want, I go to some of these sneaker retailers and I just swap them out. Like, hey, I got a brand new pair of these, and I might have to put like an extra like $40-$50 with it or something like that. But sometimes I don't pay for some of the new Jordans. So
no, you can. It's so hard to even get anything nowadays in the sneaker game because I know people that have bots and shit, and like that's how I like have to get them half the time, and I don't have to like pay any more than retail, but. So you have to find new ways to get them because you're not pulling. Yeah, like you said, you're not pulling up the finish line anymore for some dope shit. At least anywhere you're waiting in a line overnight or some bullshit.
I'll be scrambling now. I'll be putting the rap on my son's phone, my phone, my mom's phone, my girlfriend's phone, her friend's phone, his phone, everybody's phone. See if you can get these for me, bro. And the crazy thing is, this has been like 3 times she hit for me. But I found out that what you have to do is you got to make sure you buying from those places too. You can't just try to just get in a raffle at finish line, but you haven't spent no money there that year.
Right,
so
yeah.
people, if you don't know that, You know what I mean? If and you like to buy sneakers, slide on the Finish Line app and buy you a pair of shorts, a couple T-shirts or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next for Gravel, man? Like what's next for the for Donuts and Alcohol?
I don't know. I want to keep like trying to do new things, try to get people to watch, and but still keep our core of providing a platform for artists in Cincinnati, around Cincinnati. You know, keep going with that. I want to keep throwing more shows. Like we just threw a show at the end of July that was just so much fun. Like a great lineup, and actually got like a good amount of people to show up, and donated some money to charity for it. So like it was
Okay.
just all
What charity was that?
Tribe Foundation.
Okay.
Shout
That's
out
what's
to
up.
them. They do
That's what's up.
a lot of stuff for like the homeless in Cincinnati, and at the end of every Sunday they do this like potluck for the people where they'll have like fresh or hot food there, like hygiene products, clothes, like a barber, then like a DJ and stuff, and just people that are in between spots or having a hard time, they just come by and help them out, get a good meal, and
That's
help
dope.
them out. Yeah,
That's dope.
so
Yeah, shout out to Tribe, man.
yeah, so
And shout out to everybody that's involved with that. Because we really take stuff for granted, man. You really don't know. You might walk past a person on the street and you like, oh well, he put himself here, but you don't really know what that guy's going through, that what got him
Exactly,
there. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And everybody need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? We all need help. You know what I mean? So people, if you out there, man, lend a hand. Lend a hand. Especially in 2022, man, because times are getting crazy. Getting crazy, man.
yeah, inflation, all that.
Man, it's getting hard on the people that got something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just be kind. That's what I should
Right.
always remember. Like, yeah, you never know. It seems silly,
Right.
yeah, but like, just be cool. Try to be
Right.
understanding to people, and live, do what you can do.
Right.
So
You got places out here that I really just found out that it's like a thing. Like I understand that they don't want to get those health violations, but like it's really places that have all this food, bro, and they throw it away.
I know,
Like,
such a waste.
yeah. You would think like I know those people they probably would take a chance. Not saying that they would, but they would probably take a chance on getting sick so they can have a hot meal. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like you're not gonna get. You know what I mean? You're gonna get sick. So they throw away a lot of food,
Yeah.
man. A lot of food.
Yeah, they do. They rather throw it away than give it away.
Right. There's some good stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I had to went to my boy's shop and it's a Skyline next to him, and I seen them. They went out there. They was dumping chili and stuff, and I'm like, man, like dumping that chili. Like I would have thought, you know what I mean? You can freeze that and keep it. You know what I mean? Because you get the one out the store that's froze and put it in the
They put
microwave. And,
preservatives in that though.
huh?
They put preservatives and the artificial stuff in.
Right. Yeah. So man, like I said, I want to shout you out again, man. From the first time that I met Gravel, was doing a couple shows, and then he had me and Jody Joe, STA Joey, come through and do the Donuts and Alcohol at the early stages, and I just seen how y'all stuff ran. Like it was just good vibes, good people. So I want to thank you for that, man, for showing me that, because we had this idea for this, you know what I mean, and I was like, if you just get a couple people that just believe in something, you know what I mean. I know certain times, some people can't, give everything 100%, but if they can, they can just help with the dream some, you know what I mean, you can get it done. Because a lot of people, I know probably you too, like at the beginning they was like, man, you crazy, like you gonna sit up and just interview all these people and do this and do that, and we took a chance on it too, man. We took a chance, and then me being an artist, like I was like, I wanted to stay in the motion, you know what I mean, like I'm not recording right now, but what can I come up with that's nice, you know what I'm saying, that's dope and cool to to put together. And we came up with this, man, the Cookout, man, every Tuesday. And I also want to shout out our sponsors, man. If you're tired of cable and satellite hitting your pockets, get on over to the good folks at gtvcable.com. Every one of your sports packages, pay-per-views, kid shows, pornos, whatever you want to see. GTV Cable got it. You gotta have the code though. You gotta have the code to get into the adult sites that's on there. But they got everything, man. Make sure you get over there, and when you tap in with them, use the code the Cookout. That's DACOOKOUT for special offers.
That's the code for the porno?
No, that's not. The code.
That's for the discount.
I don't even have the code for the porno. My porno days is over, man. My porno days is over. But I used to keep a lot of them. I'm just go ahead.
Shoe boxes.
Yeah, shoebox full, man.
Shoe box.
Sexy car wash girls.
Nah, man.
The worst thing was when my girl, she found my stash. This was like later on in life, and it's like I never got rid of them. I was moving stuff. We was moving in together. I was moving stuff, and she opened up the box. Thought it was some Snickers. It was a box full of pornos, DVDs.
When you talk 21, 22, 24.
I felt like an idiot, man. Cause she was like, "Why do you still have?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's like I'm just holding on to my teenage years. I don't know."
You spent a lot of good time with those movies. Like,
yeah,
sentimental
man.
time.
And it was just a watch sitting there. It was an old watch that I had from high school and a box full of pornos. Oh my gosh, I was embarrassed, man.
That's great.
But like I said, man, Gravel, thank you for pulling up on us, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Coming down to the town, man. He said he had never really been down here, so I showed him around. Showed him some of the dope landmarks, man. Fed my guys some food.
Some great quesadillas.
We smoked good. We drank good. And I'm your boy Vuskeen, a.k.a. Hold on, before I get out of here, how can they reach you?
You can hit me up at Graval Baehr. It's GravalBaehr. That's my personal. Or you can hit us up at Donuts in AKAHOL.
And it's like that on everything. Instagram. Y'all got Facebook page and all that.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Okay.
I'm trying to get on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know. I need to make that jump. I still ain't did it yet either.
I got a couple videos on TikTok. They did pretty well too.
I got a good amount of followers off rip, so I just need to utilize it better and come up with more content.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Content, man. I'm your host, Vuskeen, a.k.a. Fatback Jackson. With my co-host in the building, Big Dog Chucky Russell. And this is the Cookout Podcast, the world's most secure podcast. We out.
Hey. Thank you.